The last show at Nirmal Talkies. In the busy city of Kanpur, there stood an old cinema hall called Nirmal Talkies. For 40 years, it had shown love stories, action films, tragedies, and grand adventures. The owner, Mr. Yash Rao, was a tall, thin man in his late 40s, with neatly combed hair streaked with gray and serious, thoughtful eyes. He knew exactly how to choose films that made people laugh loudly or cry silently. People don't want reality. They want feelings. And every evening, the hall was full. But at home, his own life felt strangely empty. He noticed something peculiar. The same people who clapped wildly when a hero saved a stranger would step over a beggar outside the theater. Those who cried during emotional scenes argued harshly with their own families minutes later. One night, after a particularly dramatic film, he stood near the exit and heard a young man say, "What a powerful story. I feel like changing my life." The next evening, the same man returned for another show, laughing at a silly comedy as if nothing had ever touched him. Yash felt a strange discomfort inside. A few weeks later, a notice arrived. The cinema was to be demolished. A shopping complex would replace it. For the first time, Yash felt what his audience often felt in tragic scenes: shock, disbelief, helplessness. How can this happen? This theater has been my whole life. The final show was announced. The hall was packed. The movie was about a man who loses everything but finds peace within himself. The audience cried. Some wiped tears secretly. As the lights turned on, everyone slowly walked out, talking about snacks, traffic, and tomorrow's plans. Yash remained alone in the empty hall. He walked to the screen and touched it gently. All these years, people had lived thousands of emotions here. Love, fear, anger, hope. Yet when the projector stopped, everything vanished. Just white cloth. Was his own life also like this? Had he spent years creating temporary emotions for others and temporary hopes for himself? On the day of demolition, workers arrived with machines. Yash stood outside, watching the first hammer strike the walls. Brick by brick, the cinema crumbled. He expected to feel shattered. Instead, he felt something unexpected: clarity. Everything he had built so carefully could disappear in a day. The laughter, the tears, the applause, all temporary. Suddenly, he remembered a line his late grandfather once told him: "What changes cannot be your shelter." Devendra asked himself a question he had avoided for years. If everything around me keeps changing, what is the one thing that does not? That evening, for the first time, he did not search for distraction. He went home, sat quietly, and listened, not to music, not to dialogue, but to the silence inside. It felt unfamiliar, yet steady. Yash no longer chased passing emotions. He began living more consciously, helping where help was needed, speaking truthfully, and seeking something deeper than excitement. Sometimes, when he saw crowds rushing into new theaters, he would smile gently and wonder, are we watching movies, or is life watching us? And if everything in this world is just a passing scene, then perhaps true happiness lies beyond the screen, waiting quietly within the heart.
That's why, at Kripa Marg, we say, do not get lost in temporary feelings and changing scenes. Live with awareness and seek what truly stays, or life will pass like a movie without real happiness.